Hey everybody, welcome to another Wednesday night, game night, hump day, hump night movie time on the channel where we honor baseball movies on the tabletop. And this is the last Wednesday in February, so we're going to commemorate that by honoring the movie 61. It's a Billy Crystal production about the 61 New York Yankees, and more specifically about Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle, their home run chase during that season, that Roger Maris eventually passed Babe Ruth, although he did it after 154 games, thus the asterisk. And there's a picture of Barry Pepper, who played Roger Maris, and it was kind of scary. He looked so much like Roger Maris in that movie, his mannerisms and so forth. And over there on the other side is Thomas Jane, who played Mickey Mantle. So the week 4, like I said, is going to be honoring that game 61. The movie did not talk about the World Series at all, so I didn't feel like it would have been appropriate to play a World Series game to honor this. So what I did is I decided to look at who their closest rival was. And in that season, it was the Detroit Tigers, who I believe also won over 100 games that year to finish in second place. So what I did is I pulled actual lineups from a game that was actually played. It was the first game of a doubleheader played on the July 4th holiday at Yankee Stadium. So that's going to be the offering this week. But before I got that movie, or gets the game started for this movie, I wanted to throw one little extra thing in there just for kicks and giggles, and I will show you that in just a second. Okay, all you Strat-O-Matic fans recognize this logo as being the Strat-O-Matic logo. And I went ahead and ordered the 2015, actually the 2016, I guess it is, computer game to include the 2015 season. I usually get the computer game about every other year, just to keep it fresh. And the way Strat-O-Matic works with these is that it doesn't cost that much more to go ahead and order the playing cards along with the computer version. So that's what I did. And the computer cards have come, and I thought I would show them to you. I haven't even really done anything with them yet. Just got them. So let's unload here, and I'll show you what I have so far. And of course, you have the obligatory official Strat-O-Matic rubber bands. Would not be a card set without the official Strat-O-Matic rubber bands. Now, something else I did along with the 2015 season is I ordered some of the older teams too, because Strat-O-Matic offers those in basic format only for $1.50. And as long as you're getting shipped the main season set and paying for the shipping for that, you can pretty much add anything else to it, and it doesn't cost anything extra to ship it. So what I did is I ordered a couple of sets from the older version, and two of them I'm kind of interested in is the 1934 Detroit Tigers and the 1934 St. Louis Cardinals, also known as the Gas House Gang. So I might have some fun with that. And also in the movie series, Hank Greenberg, there is a movie called Life and Times of Hank Greenberg, so that's a potential for a video to honor that movie. I also ordered the 1953 Brooklyn Dodgers, just because it was a great Brooklyn team, and I don't have any Strat-O-Matic cards for Jackie Robinson, so this is the only one I have. And then I also ordered, just for the heck of it, the 1962 Mets. This is arguably the worst team ever put together. Casey Stengel was the manager. There you see the catcher, Choo-Choo Coleman. And I was watching the documentary by Ken Burns, the baseball documentary, that talked about the 62 Mets a little bit in that one part. And they interviewed, the person talking said that someone interviewed Choo-Choo Coleman, and they asked him, "What's your wife's name and what's she like?" And I thought it was a great response. Choo-Choo said, "My wife's name is Mrs. Coleman, and she likes me." So I thought that was a classic response. Anyway, You also, when you order, you get the ballpark effects chart for National League and American League. There is a weather effects chart if you want to go super advanced weather. I really haven't messed with that. I might do that just for the heck of it one of these days, but I just haven't done that yet. And then you get the list of the additional players, because when you buy the computer game, the additional players come with the set. You don't have to pay extra for them. They're already part of that. So there's the extra player list that came with that. And then, of course, the player cards themselves. And the majority of the extra players are the traded players, and also a lot of the starting pitchers. They get their own batting card, so that you're not having to use a generic batting card. And then, of course, you've got the cards themselves for the season. So as you can see, I have not dug into them yet. And then I've seen some people ask on some of the forums and whatnot, and I'm sure, you know, diehard Strat-O-Matic people have their own way of storing the cards once they're separated and whatnot. For the older cards, I don't mind using the rubber band, but for the newer cards, I don't want to have rubber bands around them. So what I do is I went to, and this is not a plug for Staples, but I just went to Staples and got number 6 coin envelopes. And to me, they're the perfect size for Strat-O-Matic cards. So what I'll do is I'll take out the Mets and show you real quick, if I can get this across with one hand while holding the phone with the other. So there's the Mets cards without the rubber band. It's now gone. So simply, all you do is take out one of these, and let me see if I can do this without dropping the phone. It's going to be hard to do, fans, with one hand. So let's see here. Let's see if I can. Obviously, it's much easier when you have two hands free, but just basically kind of get a little spot there to put them in and just slide them right in. And as they are slid in, we will be able to, just dropped it there. We'll be able to see that they fit perfectly, and they're just the right, this number 6 coin is just the right size to hold them. So what I did in preparation for breaking apart the season set I just ordered is I went ahead and pre-labeled all of my 6 coin envelopes to sort these teams into, and that's just how I do it. And then what I do when I get all these together is I go to Walmart or the dollar store and get one of those little plastic tubs and put it in there. And it seems to work pretty well. It's a clear box, so I can see the teams as I'm doing it. So anyway, didn't mean to make too much of a digression there, because this video is supposed to mainly be about 61. But I thought I would just throw that in there as a bonus, and just because it seemed like the thing to do. So I hope everybody's enjoying their final Wednesday in February. Looking forward to March. And spring training is in full gear. And next Wednesday will finally be in March. And hopefully the weather will be better. And spring training will be in full force. And everyone will have their baseball juices going. So for right now, sit back and relax and enjoy the presentation of Baseball Movie 61 being honored on the desktop. Or on the tabletop. Movie 61, Strat-O-Matic, 61 Yankees against the 61 Tigers. Okay guys, I'm going to try something different this time. I'm going to try to play a game of Strat-O-Matic at work on my lunch break. And this is the game on July 1st, first game of doubleheader between the 1961 Yankees and the 1961 Tigers. This is honoring the movie 61 from Billy Crystal. So we will go ahead and get started here. Starting pitchers for today's game, Whitey Ford for the Yankees and Don Mossy for the Tigers. They are both going to be hitting off pitcher hitting card number 2. So when their turn at bat comes, we will use that. And we're ready to go. Leading off for the Tigers will be center fielder Bill Bruton here against Whitey Ford. Roll is a 3-10, so 3 means we're off Bruton's card. Whitey's a lefty, so we go to the lefty part here, and it's a ground ball, first base B. So So Bruton grounds out to Scourin for out number 1, and we are underway. Next up will be shortstop Chico Fernandez, and the roll is a 5-3, which is under Whitey. 5 against a right-hander. Number 3 is a ground ball first base X. The advanced fielding chart will be pulled out for that. So I've got the advanced fielding chart here. Got it all folded up. All right, here we go. First base X. That is Scourin, and Scourin is a a range of 3. So we're going to roll the D20 and check that against the chart. It is a 4. So a first baseman 3 rated with a number 4 is a single. So a single for Chico Fernandez, as Scourin was unable to corral that. And now we go to Al Kaline, the number 3 hitter in the order, with Fernandez at first. And the roll is a 5-5. 5-5 for Whitey. 5-5 is a strikeout. So 2 down. And that'll bring up left fielder, cleanup hitter Rocky Colavito against Whitey Ford. Righty on lefty matchup. It is a 2-10. So Colavito against lefties, a 2-10 is a walk. So Colavito will walk. Fernandez goes to second. 2 on, 2 outs, and Norm Cash, the first baseman, is up. Lefty on lefty matchup. It is a 3-3, so against left-handers, 3-3 is a ground ball to shortstop A. But since there's already 2 outs, it doesn't matter about the A, the inning is over. So the Tigers go scoreless in the first. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Tigers nothing, Yankees coming to bat. And pitching for the Tigers is lefty Don Mossy, and he will be facing leadoff batter Bobby Richardson. And the roll is a 1-10. 1-10 against lefties for Richardson is a fly ball to left field. So Richardson is out F7. And that'll bring up the second hitter in the lineup, Tony Kubek, shortstop. Kubek. It's a 6-7 against lefties. It's a split chance. 1 to 17 is a single. 18 through 20 is a line out. So we roll the D20. And we get a 9, so that is a base hit for Kubek. So Kubek, lefty on lefty, gets that base hit. And that'll bring up Roger Maris with Kubek on first and Mickey Mantle on deck. Pitch is a 112 against lefties. Roger Maris, 112, is hit by the pitch plus injury. I'm not using injuries in this game because it's just a 1-game exhibition as far as I'm concerned on playing this. I'm not doing a season. So Maris is hit by the pitch. Runners are now at first and second. And Mickey Mantle stepping up, switch hitter against Mossy. It's a 2-10. 2-10 for Mantle. Well, we've got a split chance for a home run. We've also got the diamond here, which is the ballpark card. So if we look at the 1961 ballpark effects chart for New York, the home run section, we are looking at, for a right-handed hitter, which is going to be what Mantle is doing as a switch hitter, it's only 1 through 4. Anything else is a flyout. So as a right-hander, tough hit home runs at Yankee Stadium as a right-hander. But a 1 through 4, and Mantle will do it. And he got it. It's a 3. So Ricky Mantle has just hit a 3-run shot off of Don Mossy. And just like that, the Yankees are in business 3-0. So how about that? He beat the odds. So now here's Elston Howard. Elston Howard, the batter. It's a 5-10. So we're going off Mossy's card against a right-hander. 5-10 is a ground ball first base X. So ground ball first base X, we're going to go to the fielding chart once again and look for Norm Cash. Norm Cash is a 3 rated on the range. He is a 3, so we're going to look for the roll of a D20 here against the 3 rated. So the roll is a 17, and a first baseman with a 3 rating. 17 is a ground ball out. So an out there, 3 unassisted for Elston Howard. Second out of the inning, and that will bring up first baseman Bill Skowron. Righty on lefty matchup against Mossy. Oh, pause this. Sorry about that, guys. The dice went flying. I missed the tub there, so we'll try it again. It's a 2-6 for Mossy against for Skowron against a lefty. 2-6 is a split chance. 1-7 is a single. Anything else is a grounder to third, so he needs a 1-7. He did not get it, so it's a ground ball to third for the final out. So the Yankees are finally out in the first, but they do pick up 3 runs on the Mickey Mantle 3-run homer. And at the end of 1, it is the Yankees 3 and the Tigers nothing. Whitey Ford back on the mound facing third baseman Steve Boros. It is a 5-8. 5-8. Whitey Ford, 5-8 against a right-hander is a split chance. 1-5 a triple. 6-20 is a single. So let's see what happens here. It is a 20, so that is a single. Single for Steve Boros. That'll bring up Jake Wood, second baseman. And the pitch is a 6-3. So the righty 6-3 is a fly ball to left field X. We're going to check out Bob's serve in left field and see what he can do. Serve is a 3 on his range, so we'll roll the D20 and check that out. The roll is a 15. So 15, number 3, outfielder in left field. 15, number 3 is a fly ball C. So it's a fly ball C, no advancement, 1 away. And that'll bring up the catcher, number 8 hitter, Dick Brown, with the pitcher coming up next. Dick Brown. It's a 1-10 against a lefty. 1-10 is a ground ball shortstop A. That is going to be a double play. 6-4-3 double play ends the inning. So that means the pitcher will have to lead off the third. So nothing doing for the Tigers here in the top of the second. Go to the bottom of the second still. Yankees 3, Tigers nothing. And Bob's serve batter. See if he can serve something up here. It is a 4-5. So against Mossy, a 4-5 is a pop up to second base. Pop up to second base, 1 away. That will bring up Cleet Boyer. Third baseman Cleet Boyer. It is a 1-10 for Boyer. A 1-10 is a fly ball to left. I'm sorry, fly ball to right. So there's 2 down. And now we're up to the pitcher spot, Whitey Ford. So we bring in pitcher hitting card number 2 and see what he can do here against Mossy with 2 outs and the bases empty. It's a 3-4. So a 3-4 is actually a walk. How about that? He actually walked. Go figure. 2-out walk to the pitcher. Okay, back to the top of the order, and Bobby Richardson. Richardson now. It is a 4-5. 4-5 off Mossy's card. 4-5 is a pop up to second, and the inning is over. So nothing doing for the Yankees here in the bottom of the second. We go to the top of the third. Still Yankees 3 and Tigers nothing. Don Mossy is scheduled to lead off, so we're back to pitcher hitting card number 2 for him as well against Whitey Ford. Oops, that one got stuck in the corner. Get a re-roll on that. It is a 3-9. 3-9 is a ground ball to first. So Mossy grounds to Skowron. 1 away. Now we're back to Bill Bruton and the top of the order. I'm going to flip this tray around so that messed up part at the bottom is not where I'm rolling. So it should be better now. 5-7. 5-7, Whitey against a lefty is a strikeout. So he strikes out Bill Bruton for out number 2. And now that'll bring up Chico Fernandez. Chico, not sure where the man is, but Chico's right here. 2-10. 2-10 against a lefty is a foul out to third base. So Chico fouls out. Inning is over, and Whitey is cruising through 3 innings. We go to the bottom of the third, still Yankees 3 and the Tigers nothing. So now Tony Kubek will lead things off. He singled and scored his first time up. It is a 5-7 against Mossy. 5-7 is a split chance. There's only one chance for a home run. That's if he rolls a 1. Anything else, it's going to be a fly to right. So let's see if he can find the 1. He cannot. It's a fly ball to right field. 1 away, and that'll bring up Roger Maris. Roger Maris. Maris was hit by a pitch his first time up. This is a 3-11 against a lefty, and a 3-11 is a single but there is a upside down triangle which brings in the ballpark effects again. And for Yankee Stadium, a single needs to be a 1 to 7 on the D20. So we're looking for a 1 through 7 to be a hit. It is not. It is a 20. So therefore, it is a line out to second base for Roger Maris. 2 down. So that took the hit away from him. Playing ballpark effects. And now that'll bring up center fielder Mickey Mantle, who had the big 3-run homer his first time up. It's a 3-3. 3-3 against lefties is a walk. So Mossy got smart this time and decided to walk Mantle and not deal with him. And that'll bring up Elston Howard. Howard at 3-9. 3-9 against lefties is a single star. So that means with 1 star that Mantle only goes 1 base. So runners at first and second now. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Bill Skowron. And that's a 3-9 for Skowron. 3-9 is a strikeout against lefties. So Skowron out on strikes. And the Yankees are out in the third. So after 3 complete, it's the Yankees 3 and the Tigers nothing. Okay, Al Kaline is up to lead things off. It is a 2-10. 2-10 against lefties is a single star. The omega symbol there is for clutch, but we're not doing clutch because clutch only comes into play when there are 2 outs and runners in scoring position. So therefore, Kaline single stands. He leads off with a single, and that'll bring up Rocky Colavito. Colavito a 4-9. So Colavito a 4-9 against lefties, or actually against righties for Whitey Ford. 4-9 is a split chance. 1 to 16 for a single. 17 through 20 is a ground ball B. So he needs a 1 through 16, which he gets, but it's a single 1 star only. So Kaline can only go to second base. So there are now runners at first and second, nobody out. Tigers got something going here in this 4th inning. And power hitting Norm Cash is up. It's a 3-6. 3-6 against lefties is a walk. So now the bases are loaded with nobody out. And that will bring up third baseman Steve Boros. Only good thing for Whitey is the bottom of the order for the Tigers is coming up. So here's Boros, bases loaded, nobody out, infield is double play depth. It's a 1-9. 1-9 against lefties is a pop out to third base. So Boros pops up to Boyer. No runner advancement on the pop up. In fact, the infield fly rule I'm sure came into play. So now here's Jake Wood. Jake Wood a 3-9 against lefties. 3-9 is a strikeout. So Whitey toughening up here. Now there's 2 down and bases loaded for catcher Dick Brown, the number 8 hitter in the order. Dick Brown. It is a 3-10 against lefties. 3-10. Well, this time the omega symbol is going to cost him because that would have been a single, but with the clutch situation going on, that is now an out. So Dick Brown is out of there. And the inning is over. Using those clutch ratings, that clutch got him. So nothing doing, and Whitey Ford pitched out of a mess there. And now we go to the bottom of the 4th, and that'll bring up Bob Serve to lead things off against Mossy. It's a 3-12 against lefties as a fly ball, but there is the symbol there for ballpark effect. So again, Yankee Stadium, ballpark effect singles for a right-hander is only 1 to 2. So Not much of a chance for serve, but we'll give him the chance anyway. And he just missed it. It's a 3 there. So instead of a base hit, it's a line out to the shortstop, Fernandez, for out number 1. And that'll bring up third baseman Cleet Boyer. Cleet Boyer fly to right his first time up. It is a 3-4. 3-4 against the lefties is a ground ball to second base. 2 down. And that'll bring up the pitcher spot, Whitey Ford. So we'll go back to pitcher hitting card number 2. And we'll give the roll here. It's a 5-5. Whitey, 5-5. I believe Whitey is a lefty batter. So let's see here. 5-5 is a strikeout. Strikeout to end the inning. So we played 4 complete here at Yankee Stadium, and the score remains the Yankees 3 and the Tigers nothing. So now Whitey Ford back to actually the pitcher spot. Don Mossy will lead things off here. So we're back to the pitcher card. It's a 6-8. 6-8 for Mossy, for Ford against lefties is a split chance. 1 to 11 is a single. Anything else is a ground out. So Mossy has a chance to get a hit here, and he does. So Don Mossy, of all people, leads off with a base hit. That'll bring up top of the order and Bill Bruton. That is a 2-7 for Bruton, and 2-7 is a split chance. 1 to 5 is a single. Anything else is a line out to second. It is a line out to second, so 1 away. D20 didn't help him out there. And that'll bring up Chico Fernandez. And the roll is a 4-11, so Whitey against righties. 4-11 is a ground ball third base A. You know what the A means? That means a double play. So it's a 5-4, 4-3 double play to end the inning. And Whitey has shut him out through 5 innings. Go to the bottom of the 5th, still Yankees 3, Tigers nothing. And Bobby Richardson, the batter, to lead things off here. And that's a 5-5. So for Mossy, a 5-5 right-handers is a pop out to short. So Richardson is out, number 1. And that'll bring up Tony Kubek. He flied to right his last time up. This time it's a 5-6 against lefties. 5-6 against lefties is a strikeout. So Kubek out on strikes. And that will bring up Roger Maris. Roll is a 6-8. 6-8 against lefties is a strikeout. The star there is for fatigue, but he has not reached that point yet, so it is a strikeout to end the inning. So after the first inning, Mossy has now settled down as well. And after 5 complete, it is still the Yankees 3 and the Tigers nothing. And Al Kaline will lead things off here. He singled his last time up, but was stranded at third base. It's a 4-8. So 4-8 against righties is a walk. So this time Kaline leads off with a walk. And that'll bring up the dangerous Rocky Colavito. Rocky Colavito. The roll is a 5-6. 5-6 is a ground ball shortstop A. So that is going to be a 6-4-3 double play. And that certainly helps Whitey out. 2 down and bases are empty for Norm Cash. Norm Cash. It is a 1-9. 1-9 against lefties is a strikeout. So Whitey comes back and strikes him out. And we've gone to the bottom of the 6th now. The score still Yankees 3, Tigers nothing. And leading off for the Tigers is Mickey Mantle. He had the 3-run homer in the first, and he was walked his last time up. Who can blame Mossy for that? 3-12. 3-12 against lefties is a line out to third. And it would have been a double or triple play had there been runners on base. But since he was leading off, it's just 1 out. And that'll bring up Elston Howard. Elston Howard, a 4-6. 4-6 against right-handers is a fly out to left field. I'm sorry, center field. So Bruton takes that in, 2 down. For the first baseman, Bill Skowron. So Bill Skowron is a 3-6 against lefties. 3-6 is a strikeout. So Massey strikes out Skowron. We finished 6th here at Yankee Stadium. The score is still the Yankees 3 and the Tigers nothing. Okay guys, I've switched conference rooms now to get more space. The one I wanted to use was being used, but now after playing the first 6 innings, I'm starting a new video that I'll attach and finalize these last couple innings on a much nicer, larger table. Where we left off, it is now the top of the 7th, and Steve Boros is going to lead things off for the Tigers. Don Massey, the pitcher, is scheduled to bat 4th this inning, so if it gets to his turn, there will most likely be a pinch hitter since they're behind 3-0. But right now it is Steve Boros against Whitey Ford, who's twirling a shutout through 6. Here is the pitch. It is a 4-5, and on Ford against a right-hander, a 4-5 is a strikeout. So Whitey, despite the change in conference rooms, Whitey has picked up where he left off with a strikeout. So that'll bring up the second baseman, Jake Wood. And Wood steps to the plate. And that is a 2-5. So Wood against lefties, 2-5 is another strikeout. So Whitey feeling refreshed, obviously, with change of venue. And that'll bring up the catcher, Dick Brown. Now, one comment I did want to make is that back in the the top of the 4th, Dick Brown came up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And he got a 3-10 result, which bring up the omega symbol on this. And I usually don't use the omega symbol. I decided to do it this game. And I looked it up a few minutes ago. His numbers, actually, he hit I believe it was 260. Let me double check this here. He hit 266 for the year, but I believe he only hit about 240 with runners in scoring position and 2 outs, or just runners in scoring position in general. And bases loaded, I think he hit under 200. So that was not a misrepresentation at all of Dick Brown. That actually was pretty accurate that happened. But anyway, now he gets to bat with 2 outs and the bases empty. So we'll see if he can make contact here against Whitey, who struck out the first 2. 2-8. 2-8 is a fly ball to center field. So he flies to Mantle for the 3rd out, and that will do it for the Tigers here in the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time. And Don Massey will, since he's scheduled to lead off next inning, they're going to see if they can get one more inning out of him. So he will, and actually, to his credit, other than the first inning, he has pitched very well. So he will be facing Bob Serve, bottom part of the Yankee order. And Serve, 5-7, 5-7 against a right-hander. 5-7 against a right-hander is a split chance. 1-6 is a double. Anything else is a single. So Serve will reach. Just a matter of if he gets first or second. It's a 9. So that means he gets a single. So Bob Serve, leadoff single. And that'll bring up third baseman, number 8 hitter in the order, Cleet Boyer. And Ford is batting next, but they're certainly not going to pinch it for him the way he's pitching. So Boyer, the batter. It is a 1-6. 1-6 against lefties is a fly ball to center. So they fly to center for out number 1. And now Whitey is up, and it looks like he's going to be bunting here. So we'll bring out our sacrifice bunt chart for this game. And Whitey is a bunt rating of B. It's a bunt rating of B. So actually, we're going to go to the advanced bunt chart sacrifice, and we're going to look at column B. So I'm going to roll 2d6s and look at column B. So the 2d6s, whoops, missed my target again. Let's try it again. Is a 6. So column B, number 6. Batter is thrown out by third baseman. Runners advance. So sacrifice hit 5. I'm going to call it 5-4 because usually the first baseman charges also. So it's a sacrifice hit 5-4. That'll move Serve over to second base with 2 outs. And Bobby Richardson, chance to drive him in and get an insurance run. It is a 4-3 against Massey. 4-3 is a fly ball to right field X. So we will be checking Al Kaline here. Al Kaline is a 2 on his rating. So we'll check the D20 on that. And it is a 15 and a 2. 15 is a fly ball C. So well, it's the third out, so it doesn't matter about the C. It's just a fly out to end the inning. So after 7 complete, it's still Yankees 3, Tigers nothing. And I'll pause the video while we get a pinch hitter for Don Mossy. Okay, Bubba Morton has picked up a bat, and he will hit for Mossy. And it is a 3-3. So Bubba Morton 3-3 is a ground ball to short. So he is unable to get it done. So Morton grounds to short as a pinch hitter. 1 away. And that'll bring up the top of the order and Bill Bruton. Bruton a 3-10 against lefties. 3-10 is a ground ball to first. Ground ball to first for out number 2. As Whitey is rolling along here. That'll bring up Chico Fernandez. 2 out, space is empty for Fernandez. And the pitch is a 4-11. So 4-11 against righties is a ground ball to third off of Whitey's card. So 5-3 put out. Innings over. We go to the bottom of the 8th with the score still Yankees 3 and the Tigers nothing. And leading off for the Yankees will be Tony Kubek. And the new pitcher for the Tigers will be left-hander Hal Wodashek. So Wodashek, W-O-O-D-E-S-C-H-I-C-K. I believe it's pronounced Wodashek. He is in relief with Kubek a lefty and Maris 2 lefties in a row coming up, so they stuck with the left-handed pitching. Here is Kubek against Wodashek. It is a 4-11, so we're under Wodashek. 4-11 against a lefty hitter is a fly ball left field X. So we need to check Colavito. Rocky Colavito is a 2. So D20 will check that out. It's a 2. So a 2 and a 2 on the advanced fielding chart is a single. So he was unable to get to that. And Kubek leads off with a single. So that will bring up Roger Maris. Maris has had a rough day. He was hit by a pitch in the first, lined out to second in the third, and struck out in the 5th. So here he is first chance against Wodashek. And it's a 1-10 against lefties. 1-10, he fouls out to the catcher Brown. So that's out number 1. And that'll bring up Mickey Mantle. He has accounted for all the runs with his 3-run homer back in the first. This is his first chance against Wodashek, obviously. And it is a 6-10. So Wodashek, 6-10. Fly ball left field C. But the fielding chart, the ballpark chart is in effect with that upside down triangle. So again, New York, a single, it has to be a 1 or a 2 on the D20. It has to be a 1 or a 2. It is not, it's a 20. So therefore it is a line out to the shortstop for Mantle for out number 2. And that will bring up Elston Howard. Elston Howard with 2 outs and Kubek at first. It's a 3-4. 3-4 is a single, but just 1 star, so Kubek has to hold at second base. Despite there being 2 outs, the star holds him there. So first and second now, 2 down. And right-hander Bill Skowron is up. And we're going to go to the bullpen here. With the righty up, we want a righty in the bullpen, or a righty pitcher to come in and face him. So we'll pause this while we bring in a new pitcher for the Tigers. Okay, right-hander Hank Aguirre is in to pitch to Skowron. Righty on righty matchup with 2 outs and 2 on. Here is Skowron. And it's a 6-8. So Aguirre 6-8. Oh, split chance. 1-5 is a double. Anything else is a fly ball to center field. So let's see what happens here. He needs a 1-5 for a double. And he gets a 7, so that's a fly ball to Bruton, and that will end the inning. And the Yankees maintain a 3-0 lead as we go to the top of the 9th. Top of the ninth, and the Yankees will turn the game over now to their ace reliever, Luis Arroyo. So Luis Arroyo is going to take over for Whitey and try to wrap this one up for him. In the real game, Whitey pitched a complete game shutout, but I feel like it's time to bring in a fresh arm here to finish things off. The heart of the order is coming up for the Tigers, and they would be getting their fourth look at Whitey, so time to bring in a fresh arm. It'll be Al Kaline to lead things off. Arroyo the lefty against Kaline the righty. It's a 5-9. 5-9 is a strikeout. So Arroyo makes his presence felt right away with that strikeout. And that'll bring up Rocky Colavito. The Tigers down to their last 2 outs. Here is the pitch. It's a 1-6. 1-6 against lefties is a ground ball to short. So a 6-3 ground out. And now the Tigers are down to their last out. And it'll be the power hitting first baseman Norm Cash. Lefty on lefty matchup against Arroyo. It's a 1-9. 1-9 is a strikeout. So Arroyo appropriately ends the game with a strikeout. And the Yankees win the ball game 3-0. That 3-run home run by Mickey Mantle stood up for the entire ball game. And there you have it. Strat-O-Matic honoring the movie 61 with the 61 Yankees against the 61 Tigers. In the beginning of the video, the beginning of the game, I should say, I erroneously said this game was from July 1st. It's actually from July 4th. It was the first game of a doubleheader on July 4th, and that's the game I picked to play. Since the movie itself did not reference really the World Series, I went ahead and went with their arch rivals, which were the Tigers. And Whitey Ford certainly did it, and Mickey Mantle making his presence felt with a 3-run homer. So that's going to do it from here. Final score again, Yankees 3, Tigers nothing, and our tribute to the movie 61. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that presentation of 61 on Strat-O-Matic. We are now finished with the month of February as far as Wednesdays go. Next Wednesday will be the first Wednesday in March. It'll be week 5 of the series, in the movie honoring series. And we will honor next week the movie Pride of the Yankees. And that is about Lou Gehrig and his life. It was starring Gary Cooper as Lou Gehrig. So what I decided to do was stick with Strat-O-Matic and play a game from the 1927 Murderers Row Yankee team. So looking forward to that. And I hope everybody has a wonderful Wednesday evening and gets ready for the month of March. See everybody later on.